Well, it's finally time to make one of my favorite videos. You may have noticed this box that I have here in the background. Let me get a close-up of this. Ah, hell yeah. Have you seen something smoother than this? It's like one of the best feelings ever. For the uninitiated, this is a device called a Mio Mini Plus, and this is probably the best thing that you can have around the house. Not only is it pretty as all hell, but this might be one of the most scalable devices that I have. And just to get one thing straight, this won't be a review. You can actually see some of my notes here. Ha! Goddamn. And I don't want to waste your time with reviews. This clip is more of a rant of why you should pick one of these babies up if you already are into mobile gaming, console gaming, or if you downright own a Steam Deck and you're into retro gaming there. Or hell, even if you're not retro gaming on a Steam Deck, this little guy will still open up a whole plethora of horizons for you. Well, I mean, not this one, literally. I managed to break this one while I was changing the battery. Don't ask me why. It was a stupid thing to do. Do you see that battery connector over there? This one. I managed to pop it off. And while you may see it there, it's not actually connected to the main board anymore. So this little guy is just for show now. Let's put him back. Okay, now that our little guy is back, do not fret. I have two others that actually work. And basically, the main advantage of this guy is its portability. In fact, I talked in my other clips about how much importance I put on portability. And, of course, this is a comparatively way dumber device than a Steam Deck, but it's also a much more portable device. And in case you're into retro gaming stuff and you leverage the Steam Deck for that to play up to PlayStation 2, well, this guy won't be able to play up to PlayStation 2, but it does basically everything up to PlayStation 1. And it's absolutely dreamy. This guy has around 7,000 ROMs, which I legally own and have ripped the ROMs from my own physical copies, and to have the whole entire past of games on one of these tiny rectangles is nothing short of a miracle. And there's a reason that I said that this perfectly complements the Steam Deck, because both of them are portable, both of them have, if handled properly, amazing battery life. In fact, I think this guy sits at around 7 hours of gameplay per charge. And I feel that for lighter games, for retro games, again, even if you're not doing the whole retro gaming stuff on the Steam Deck, I feel like this can open a whole new perspective of mobile gaming for basically anyone. These are almost expendable. These are $50 on AliExpress and I think 70 or 80 on Amazon. Let me focus here. The original producer of these little guys actually has an official store on AliExpress. And the one thing that made me buy two of these things is the fact that they can play multiplayer. Imagine how you would play on an NES system with your brother or sister or whatever. These guys basically act as individual controllers and they synchronize a game by creating a hotspot Wi-Fi. And one of them becomes the host and the other one connects as a client. These little guys have Wi-Fi out of all things. Okay, so we're into these things. Let me figure out how to display them. And imagine I'm two people, right? Imagine you had friends, or imagine I had friends to play this with. Literally see how they are synced up. And the beauty of this is that you don't need an actual Wi-Fi to do this. One of them creates a mobile hotspot so that the other can connect. And this can happen wherever, in a car, on a bus, on a plane, on a train, whatever. So this is, a perfect thing to go back to the old retro style of gaming, which I don't know about most of you guys, but I personally miss. And I'm quite a fan of all of this retro stuff. I think retro gaming has a certain charm to it and a certain energy and vibe that we can't simply recreate no matter the game, no matter how fancy the graphics. This was before a time where mystery boxes were a thing and where pay to win was a thing. Those didn't exist back then, unless you're counting arcade games, which you literally had to pay to win, but goddamn, I think that's the ancestor of actual pay-to-win loot boxes now. I discovered something along with you guys. This wasn't in my cliff notes over here. This is just something that I wanted to share with you guys. I personally think that this is a must for any person that's into handheld gaming. I'm actually gonna drop some links in the description box for both AliExpress and Amazon in case some of you guys want to purchase a couple of these. Full disclosure, those are affiliate links. The price per you remains the same, but in case you buy from those links, I get a small kickback of 2% or something. In fact, I would be shocked if I made just one sale from this new channel. It's literally at the beginning. This was on my mind for a couple of days to make as a video idea, and I'm genuinely curious, what's your take on this? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you think retro style gaming in a small portable form factor is something that could fit and coexist with the Steam Deck that you probably have in your home? I personally think it does. And in case you're new here, please subscribe. This is a very new channel. Each subscription is a tiny motive for me to have some dopamine in my body, and I would really appreciate it. See you next time.